Chapter 10. Lulu's eyes were two round O's of amazement. She tried to speak, but at first no words came out. Then, finally, she was able to say in a squeaky, amazed kind of voice, I don't think I heard what I think I just heard, Mr. B. You did indeed, the Brontosaurus replied. Well, if I did, Lulu's voice was back to being its old bossy self again. Well, if I did, I've got some news for you. A person has a pet. An animal is a pet. A pet can't be an animal's pet, ever. And I have some news for you, Brontosaurus said to Lulu, except that he spoke more politely than Lulu had done. You're about to be the first person ever to be an animal's pet. Congratulations, and once again, happy birthday. He reached out a hand, or whatever you want to call it, and gently scooped Lulu off the forest floor. He then plunked her gently down where he met his back. Hold on tight, little pet, he said to Lulu. I'll pull off some leaves from the tops of the trees for your breakfast, and then I'm taking you home to live with me. No, yelled Lulu. No, no, no. A billion zillion times no. Yes, 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 the Brontosaurus replied. I'll feed you and pat you and play with you and treat you very nicely. And all I expect from you is to sit and roll over and fetch a ball and do cute tricks. What did he think she was? Some kind of dog girl? I really don't know. I can't read a dinosaur's mind. Lulu thought about screeching and throwing herself on the forest floor, except that the forest floor was a long way down. She thought about squeezing the dinosaur dead, except that she needed both hands to hang onto his neck. She thought about swinging and swinging her suitcase and bonking him on the head, except that she left her suitcase under a tree and she couldn't stomp on his foot because his feet were far too far from his back where he'd plunked her. Then Lulu started to think that the only thing farther from where the Brontosaurus had plunked her was her home. Her home where her mom and her dad were waiting. Her very own home where no one, not even when she was being a pain, which was most of the time, had ever expected her to sit and roll over and fetch and do cute tricks. I want to go home to my house, Lulu told the Brontosaurus, then added in a lot less bossier voice, please let me go back to my house, Mr. B. This was maybe the first time in Lulu's entire life that she, without being told, had used the P word. And yet the Brontosaurus shook his head no. Once you get used to it, he kindly told Lulu, I truly believe that you'll like being a pet. Lulu imagined being a pet in the house of this Brontosaurus and never seeing her mom or her dad again. She imagined eating leaves and doing cute tricks, and she said to herself that if only she could turn today into yesterday, she wouldn't go looking for a dinosaur in the forest, and she wouldn't say "foo on you" to her mom and her dad. She was feeling especially sorry that she had said "foo on you" to her mom and her dad.